And today I thought we will look at table saw safety. And a little something happened to me last night where I missed the switch. And it's no big deal. Nothing bad was going on. But I thought had something been going on, that might have been very different. So I thought, well, why isn't that little round red switch bigger than it is? And so this idea was born. Why not have it bigger? It used to be where you'd have to stand very close to and perfectly to get this with your leg just right to get that off switch to work. You had to be standing so perfect. And that's not really the idea here. The idea is to have it so that it works for you quickly in the event you need it to work for you quickly. So this idea, I thought, is definitely a shareable one. Now, everybody's going to have a little bit different switch. And you're going to have to do, let's say, do your homework pretty carefully when you put this in so that you can trust it. So it's always reliable. And if you don't do that, maybe someday when you do need it, it'll break, and you can't have that. So I'm going to show you how I did mine, and it's a pretty easy thing to copy. Let's have a look. And on this view, what we have is this block. This is just a 6-inch block by like 4. And I screwed it directly to the bottom of the main extrusion that holds your fence. And the fence clears everything really nicely still. We have no issues. But the only thing you're going to have to do is find out how far your bracket has to be out or in so that this board is straight up and down while it's pushing on the switch. You don't want it on an angle like this because then you're putting side thrust into that switch. You're not pushing it straight in. So if you make the board straight up and down and inset it into the back a little bit, you can see that my finger disappears in this hole because it's about a 1/2 inch deep. And that way, it still works pushing on top. It works here. You always have an instant off everywhere now. Instead of reaching exactly for the right spot while your eyes aren't looking at that, you're watching your table saw, which you should be doing. So I thought this is a fantastic safety. This has to be shared. You guys let me know what you think. I want to hear your ideas. How would you redo this? Because I've left this in the prototype stage. I put a piece over this, literally putting this hinge on the face of here instead of doing it underneath. I didn't want to have to take this all apart when I go to make changes. Now this is just on my 2-face tape. Pull this off, 3 screws. I can make changes very quickly. Once I'm all done with it and I figure out what I really want to do here, this is all coming off of here. I will take a real thin piece of veneer, cover up those holes, and this is getting mounted underneath where it belongs. But for then, or until then, I have to find out what I like. You guys, let's hear down in the comments what you would do. I know there's a lot of other people out there who are thinking, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I love it. I want to hear from you guys. Let's bang this into right out of the park. Let's do a really cool safety that we can share with everybody. Let me know what you think. Take care.